This week, in the Iranian city of Mashhad, crowds gathered to bury a supreme leader and to chant for the death of an American president.
Days later, Israel handed the United States a secret warning. Iran has a new plan to kill Donald Trump.
There's just one problem. America's own spies aren't sure they believe it.
To understand why this warning is so explosive, you first have to accept one thing. The threat is real. Not a theory, a fact.
In January 2020, an American drone killed General Qasem Soleimani, Iran's most powerful commander, outside Baghdad airport. Tehran swore revenge. And they tried to collect it.
In November 2024, the U.S. Justice Department charged an asset of Iran's Revolutionary Guard in a plot to assassinate Trump. The plan was specific.
Surveil him. Kill him. Revenge for Soleimani. 2 men were arrested on American soil.
So as we ask hard questions about the newest warning, keep this anchored.
Iran genuinely wants this president dead. Remember that. Now, this week.
As the fragile U.S.-Iran ceasefire collapsed back into strikes, a new warning arrived. Not from American spies, but from Israel. Israeli intelligence told Washington that Iran had devised a specific, new plot against Trump's life.
Trump took it seriously. Quote, "They want to take out the U.S. leader, me. I'm on every single one of their lists." But here's the detail that changes everything.
According to the reporting, U.S. intelligence had not verified the plot themselves, and were not even tracking it, until Israel handed it over. And some American officials said the Israeli report looked, in part, like an effort to influence Trump's decision, as he weighed whether to restart the war.
So now 2 very different things sit side by side. One, a confirmed, court-documented plot.
The other, an unverified tip, from an ally with something to gain.
In intelligence, there's an old question. Who benefits? So let's ask it honestly. This warning didn't arrive in a vacuum. It landed at the exact moment Trump was deciding whether to pull America back into a full war with Iran.
And the messenger had motives of its own.
Analysts point to Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, who had openly doubted Trump's diplomacy with Tehran. Analysts list 3 reasons he wanted the war restarted.
A decisive victory after October 7th. To finish a war Israel considered unfinished.
And an election, later this year, he needed to win. None of this proves the plot is fake. It means the warning is useful. And in geopolitics, a useful warning always deserves a second look. Because we have watched a useful warning start a war before. More than once. 1964. The Gulf of Tonkin. The U.S. said North Vietnamese boats attacked its destroyers twice. Congress handed the president a blank check for war.
Years later, declassified files confirmed the second attack never happened. The war that followed killed more than 58,000 Americans and millions of Vietnamese.
2003. Iraq.
Secretary of State Colin Powell held up a vial at the United Nations and told the world Saddam Hussein was building weapons of mass destruction. No such weapons were ever found. The intelligence had been wrong or shaped to fit a decision already made. Each time, the warning felt urgent. Each time, too few asked who it served until it was too late. So where does that leave this week's warning? Let's be fair to the facts. Iran's hatred of this president is real and documented. But the newest plot is unverified. It came from an ally that wants a war. And it arrived at the precise moment that war hung in the balance. Maybe it's exactly what it claims to be, a real plan to kill a president. Or maybe it's a match, held close to very dry tinder. We're not here to tell you which. We're here to make sure you're asking the question. So, real threat or manufactured pretext?
Tell us below. And if you want the world explained honestly, subscribe.